everybody. This video is actually, we can credit to one of our members, John Vaughn. He asked specifically for this video on the contact point. I may edit it and make it look all pretty, or may just put it right up so you guys can access the content. He's asking about the contact point at different heights, different stances, and I think after listening to his question that I want to make this video be a little more specific, because he asked a couple of things that I did not put in the course. So, number one is, let's talk about the height and the contact point. Is, depending on the height, the contact point, especially where you're hitting the ball and the length of your arm changes. So if I'm got a nice shot at my hip, the contact point is going to be out in front there, okay? You can see that's maybe about, almost a foot out in front of my front foot if I'm stepping in and I'm right there in the ideal hitting space. And look at how my arm looks, and this looks pretty natural. I'm going to come here. Look at that. I look pretty natural. Now, when the ball goes higher, though, because he was asking where's the correct spot to hit the ball, the ideal. But, in tennis, it's such a dynamic game, you're not always going to hit the ball in the same spot. Sometimes you're going to hit the ball up here. Now, all of a sudden, do you see how awkward I look? I don't look very good. This does not look like a good shot. This looks like a great shot. Boom. This looks not good. So what do I need to do to change it? When the ball's higher, I've got to come at it different. I've got to lengthen out the arm. The arm is more out there. Now watch. If I'm hitting it down here, now all of a sudden that looks kind of awkward, okay? This looks better. This looks a little weird, okay, as I'm hitting the ball. But up here, this looks pretty good. So not only as far as, where out in front, but you want to think about the extension of your arm. So the higher the ball, the more you're going to be out here hitting further out there, okay? And probably even have to reach up and look at that, that's out in front. Down here starts to look awkward again. This looks comfortable, okay? What if we're lower? See, look, the lowest, I look pretty comfortable here, but if I bring it here, and all of a sudden that looks awkward, right? So it needs to be a little further out there. Up here, we got to get out there. So the lower you're hitting the ball, the closer the arm is into your body. The higher you're hitting the ball, the further away it is, all right? So hopefully that gives you some answers there. Now, as far as, depending on how aggressive you are with your step-in. See, if I'm stepping in aggressively, that's when I want to reach the furthest out in front to hit the ball, and that looks pretty nice, okay? If I'm in a semi-open stance and I don't step in, and I'm going like that, well, all of a sudden, see, that looks really awkward. So I still want to be out in front, but to where it's comfortable. See, right there is comfortable. I can still use my hips. But if I'm reaching, look how much further I can go and really drive, and that feels pretty good. But if I'm out here, that does not look so good, okay? Also, if I'm hitting off my back foot, so if I'm hitting off my back foot and I hit out in front, well, that's now two things are, I'm going in opposite directions. I'm falling back, but yet I'm hitting way out in front. That doesn't look natural. So when you're going to hit the furthest behind is when you're on your back foot, you actually hit almost even with your hip, just slightly out in front. So if I'm falling back, it's going to be almost hitting just out in front of the toe that are usually open, and falling back just out in front of that toe. So there you go. Hopefully that gives you a little more clarification on a couple of different situations that are going to come on the contact point, because you're not just going to have one perfect, beautiful contact point. You're going to have to hit it high, you're going to have to hit it low, you're going to have to hit it stepping in, you're going to have to hit an open stance, you're going to have to hit some shots falling back. And that is my video. So John, thanks for asking that question, and I think I'll probably just post it up within the next couple of days without much editing. So I hope you guys forgive me just seeing me turn on and off the camera. but I hope everything really made sense. Maybe at some point I'll go back and put some graphics in there to make it look even cooler. All right, I hope everybody's enjoying the course. Thanks so much for your support, and we'll see you on the next video.